Hello everybody. Today I would like to introduce my e-portfolio. My name is Wu Pham. So, taking the class curriculum 545 using technology for teaching and learning. After 6 week learning, I have learned a lot from the class material. The quote that I love is I do not do teaching for a living, but I live teaching as my doing. And technology has amplified my passion for doing so. As a new teacher, I only have 2 years experience teaching at Front Bacon Middle School. And before I become a mathematics teacher, I had experience to internship to intern at so many STEM summer opportunity at Cal Poly, California. From the beginning, we have to focus on the 21st century teaching and learning skill. And then I love the learning and innovation skill, especially the communication and the collaboration. Nowadays, we move on from teaching by using notebook, paper, and pencil to using the computer to work on the final project, on the big project that the student can have an access to the web-based resources. Moreover, because we are living in the 21st century, we will have more flexibility and adaptability. Also, the student can do the initiative move and then they can do the self-direction when they study. After 2 years experience, there are two websites that I love the most is Khan Academy and Desmo to teach mathematics for my student. So the next topic is about the diverse classroom and learner technology. In this topic, we have to look into three different scenarios. The one that I feel more challenging the most is helping the fourth grade student to mathematics, to fraction. The reason I say it is the most challenging because I'm teaching mathematics for 7th grader. I realize that my student has the hard time to understand fraction. Most of the time they complain about they don't understand the fundamental knowledge about fraction. Therefore, when I have a chance to look into this uh, assignment, I realized that there are so many ways I can introduce the topic and I can help my student. First of all, I can use the YouTube video to show some video with a great graphic. Then I can assign so many lessons on Khan Academy that provide a different point of view to my student on the topic. And lastly, I can use direct teaching that helps students to understand more in depth. The most exciting thing that I love when I do this assignment is looking at the science big project. Using the technology help the science teachers a lot to develop the big project for students to collaborate. Using the technology, student can using Google to search for information. They also use the Google product to collaborate and to produce the final project. The lunch and the learn is the brand new topic that I learned after this class. But I like the idea of lunch and learn because we can introduce the new educational topic within 10 to 15 minutes. For this topic, I learned a lot by so I have the chance to looking at the S ISTE standard for teachers and for students. Emerging trend in integrate technology is another good one. So we at the 21st century education. The most thing I love is collaborating learning. Most of the time, we hear from parents to complain about their sons and daughter play Fortnite right when they get home after school. I heard so many stories when I do the home visit. One of them is like when I went to the home visit, I see a 8 years old boy playing Fortnite. He doesn't pay attention on the visitor and he just pay 100% attention on the Fortnite. When he play, he yell and cussing at the teammate. His mother look at us and she just shake her head and she couldn't do anything. Another story that I heard from the counselor at my school site is the student misbehaved in class, and when my counselor called the parents, the student tried to negotiate for the deal that the parents has to pay for the Fortnite object in order for him to behave nicely in class. Also on the website that I found that has to the parent help the student the son and daughter to spend a lot of money on the Fortnite, and when they get banned by Fortnite, the parents try to help the children out. So can we stop students from playing Fortnite? I don't think so. We cannot force them. We cannot do anything. But the only thing we can do is we need to provide our students better experience to use the well-developed education program. One of my favorite is the Prodigy. Prodigy being used in elementary for quite a long time. The students have their own journey to explore the fundamental mathematics knowledge. Math is Fun is another free website for elementary students. In my classroom, I love Khan Academy. Every week I assign 3 lessons on Khan Academy that focus on the topic that I teach for that week so students can have an opportunity to restudy that topic by themselves. Also, I create the decimal activity from the beginning of the unit so the student can have the journey to explore the new topic idea by themselves. Legal and ethical issue is one of my favorite for this class because most of the time when I create the daily lesson plan, I have to search for the ideas. So many times I didn't cite the resource that I use because I think I already fixed the name and the problems, but I didn't realize that I violate the copyright by doing that. In order for teaching my student to become a global citizen, I first become a good model for my student. Therefore, for this topic, I learned a lot and I start to fix and start to state the resource that I used when I built the new lesson. I try to use more technology in my classroom every day. So I am blessed because I have my own computer card in my class. So every day I have my computer card is open. So whenever students need help or need to do the research, they can have an access to the computer card. Moreover, they can come to my classroom during lunchtime so they can study and working on the Khan Academy lesson in their own time. For today, for this week lesson about the best practice and the trend for technology, first of all, we need to change from the top. The school district and the school side must provide the professional development training for teachers. So without the professional training, teachers cannot do any technology integrate. Also, the district must pay to create the curriculum that align to the California Common Core State Standard. In order for teaching our students to become a 21st century citizen, we need to teach them how to work together with others using the technology. So teacher must teach our students the skill to work in groups. There are 4 different types of technology integration: substitution, augmentation, and modification, and redefinition. At my school site, we using the Remind application. This is the free application and allow the school administration send the announcement weekly to parents so they will know the event will happen the following week. Also, it helps the teachers to reach out to students to announce the tutoring hour and the schedule for the sport. Family involvement and technology is very important. First of all, teachers and the school side must accommodate parents for their work schedule and their primary languages. I have learned that I have to make as many as positive phone calls from the beginning of the school years. So later on, when I call parents for the misbehavior, it will be easier for me. So I have to communicate straightforward and simple so parents will understand me clearly. Also, I will have to provide the hard copy of the student's learning process to the parents. It is not hard to find a funding opportunity for technology in California. However, it is so hard to find the amount of money that my school district spent for technology integration. After I did the research about the budgeting and funding, I looked at my school district website and I could not find any information that aligned to the 4 different costs that I found. However, when I talked to my principal about the funding, she just told me that she has to use the general fund that she received for Title I school to buy the technology. Overall, this class is a very good class for me because it's helped me to understand and to try the new technology into teaching. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.